Krishna Mataji.
Yes, please go ahead.
Hare Krishna Mataji. How are you?
I'm happy to see you, Parami.
Me too. I'm following Angoli and I'm a French student now. I just completed my graduation last year, and my goal is to just find the who is the real me. I just don't see me. I just pretend to everyone, but I just want to. Even I pretend to Krishna that I'll be happy. I'm happy and something that like I'm always pretending. I just want to that I don't pretend. I what I have, what I am. Actually, I don't need to show off. I just need to be happy.
Yeah, so you're in the right place. The new you. You're going to discover the new you. Okay, and I just want to ask you, what did you graduate in?
In BCom honors.
Okay, BCom honors. Congratulations. Thank you for being.
And now I'm learning French language to be a translator.
Very good. Very nice to have you. Welcome.
Hare Krishna, Amma. I am Sananda from Tirupati. I'm a CMA student doing BCom Computers along with CMA. And I'm not sure about my goals yet. I just want to be creative and happy in my own ways. Haribol.
All right. Thank you, Sananda, for being here. Welcome. So happy to see you.
Hare Krishna Mataji. I'm Aparna. I'm third year BCom student and also pursuing CMA. And my professional goal is to be a good professional accountant, and my spiritual goal is to be like higher stage of spirituality and know more about Krishna consciousness.
Excellent. Welcome, Aparna. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, Mataji.
Haribol.
Haribol.
Next, quick introductions.
Hare Krishna Mataji. This is Ruma Satra. Ma'am, I just completed my MSc Mathematics, and now I just can I speak in Hindi? Actually, अभी कुछ दिन पहले मतलब मेरा ब्रेकअप हुआ था, तो उस वजह से I am depressed.
Okay. Thank you, Ruma. We can't hear you.
Hello. तो मैं थोड़ा डिप्रेशन में हूँ, मतलब बहुत कुछ चल रहा है लाइफ में. एग्जामिनेशन भी दे रहा हूँ जॉब के लिए, कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम रिगार्डिंग. तो ये सब कुछ डिप्रेस्ड हूँ, नर्वसनेस बहुत ज्यादा है, इसलिए ये सेशन मुझे रिकमेंड किया गया है कि करने के लिए मैं इसे ओवरकम कर सकूं. I can't speak properly. As you see, I can't speak properly. That is why I am here, to know about myself, inner myself, to recover.
Very nice.
Thank you, Mother.
You're in the right place. What is your exam that you're preparing for?
I am preparing for UPSC, ma'am. UPSC.
Okay. Wow. Thank you for coming. Thank you for being here. And you're not alone. Okay.
Thank you, Mataji.
All right. Next, ladies, we have closed our meeting room today. So we are 15 of us, 14 of you. So who else? You want to go introduce? Ashka, you want to introduce yourself? Just a quick introduction. Oh, Rajshri.
Hare Krishna Mataji, I have attended your sessions at ISKCON temple. And today, whenever I saw regarding this session, I immediately joined it, because my motto is I'm a working professional, and my background is I've completed my master's in MSc and in MBA. But I in addition to earning, I want to do something for the society. And for that, first, I need elevation of my own soul. And I'm trying for that. Thank you so much. That is why I'm here.
Jai Rajashri, welcome. Nice to
Thank
have you. Excellent. Anyone else? Ashka?
Hare Krishna, myself Ashka Jaiswal. I am from Kolkata. I complete my graduation. Instead of that, I do my business, and my goal is to grow more spiritual. I want to grow more spiritually. That's it. Hare Krishna.
Jai, welcome Ashka. Wonderful to have you. Yes, next.
Hare Krishna Mataji, I'm Ritika Nayak. I'm from Howrah. So I'm first year chemistry honors student, and my goal is to, see now I'm not having any goal, but I want to, what I will say, spiritual growth. Just I want to know myself. I want to know myself now. Means I am any particular goal I didn't set till now, but just I want to know myself.
Okay, very good. You said your name is Ritika?
Mritika Nayak.
Okay, Mritika. Okay. Because sometimes your names don't come properly. So, and there is another Mritika Nayak here. Or there's only one. Okay. Yeah, there are two Mritikas. So
Mataji, my name is Mritika Nayak and one more Mritika is there.
Yes. Mritika, you want to introduce yourself? Go ahead. Hello, Mritika. Are you there? I can see you. Your video is on. Can you hear us?
Ma'am, Mataji, she's unmute, means Mritika's voice is now is mute.
I think she doesn't think you're calling her. I think you're calling Mritika. She thinks you're calling Mritika Nayak and not her. Maybe.
No, I also can understand. Says Mataji is calling Mritika.
Okay. I think she introduced herself earlier. Okay. Anybody else? Galaxy on 5 is who?
Hare Krishna Mataji. Am I visible?
Yes.
My name is Papiya De. Can I speak in Bengali?
Yes.
হ্যাঁ আমি মাস্টার্স কমপ্লিট করেছি সিইউ থেকে ইন বেঙ্গলি আর এখন আমি বিএড কন্টিনিউ করছি আর কালকেই আমার টেটের এক্সাম প্রাইমারি টেট তো আর আমার গোল স্পিরিচুয়াল ডেভেলপমেন্ট মানে প্রচুর স্ট্রেস প্রবলেম সেগুলোকে ওভারকাম করে স্পিরিচুয়ালি ডেভেলপ করা নিজেকে
বিউটিফুল ওয়েলকাম আপনার নামটা কি বললেন
পাপিয়া দে
Okay, because if you write your names in your display, it's better for everybody. Wow. Yes. Anybody else? No, I think everybody went. Kalpana,
Hare Krishna Mataji. Can you hear me?
Yes, Mritika. Finally, Mritika, come on. Yes.
Mataji, this is Tushi Chandra. My name is Tushi Chandra.
Okay.
And actually I have completed my BTech in 2014, and then I was preparing for competitive exam, and finally I got a job in West Bengal Electricity Board, and on 16th I have my joining. So, and in this journey I have lost myself. I realized, because I am a responsible person and I am a perfectionist, and that is a big problem for my life, because sometimes for this reason I lost my temper. So I just want to find myself, and I just want to find old me. That's why I'm here.
No, the new you, Tushi Chandra. We are finding the new you.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, Kalpana. I think Kalpana is the only one left to introduce. Am I right? And also Manjushri, I don't think introduced.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Haribol.
मैं थर्ड ईयर BHMS कर रही हूँ, मीन्स होम्योपैथी कोर्स, कोलकाता से ही। मैंने आपका एस्कॉन कोलकाता में क्लास स्टैंड कुछ किया है, 2 क्लासेस किया है मैंने आपका। और
मुझे याद है आप आए थे।
हाँ, और मैं मीन्स मैं खुद को जानना चाहती हूँ। मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि पता नहीं क्यों आए हैं इस दुनिया में और फिर से क्या करना है। मेरे पास मतलब ऐसा लगता है मुझे कुछ भी नहीं पता। आना है, खाना, सोना, सिर्फ मुझे लगता है यही करती हूँ मैं, और इसके सिवाय मुझे क्या करना है, मतलब ऐसे लाइफ मिला है उसके बाद, वो मैं जानना चाहती हूँ।
Thank you for being here, Kalpana.
Hare Krishna.
Okay, Manjushri, would you like to say hello?
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hi, Val.
I am Manjushri. I'm nursing student final year.
What student?
A nursing student. Yes,
nursing student. Final year. Wow, we have many final years here. Excellent. Welcome, Manjushri. Okay, we're gonna jump into our session today now. This is very important. The introduction was very important. I hope all of you will be able to attend all the 8 sessions, so you're able to kind of achieve that particular goal that you all have in mind. For some of you, self-development. For some of you, is finding the new you. For some of you, might be certain goals that's going to help you to become the better you. Whatever it is, let's start. So the presentation, I'm going to pause the audio here. I'm going to start a new presentation. Here it is. Preeti, was Preeti in the room and then she left, or I can't remember.
Mataji, Hare Krishna, I am Preeti. This is my roommate Manjushri's phone. So I was in the meeting and I don't know how I got out from this. And now I'm again trying. Please let me in.
Oh, okay. Sure. Because I remember you were in. No problem. Yeah, because I remember the name. All right, ready for the presentation? I am very, I must say, I'm very surprised in a pleasant way about your introductions, because you are more deeper than just wanting to achieve materialistic goals, which is very, very good. So today we're going to talk about goals. Some of you might have goals which are very specific, like some of you are just about to write exams. So that's your short-term goal, to focus on those exams. And some of you have goals which are much bigger than just you and your body and your mind and your profession. You want to find the real you. You want to find the new you. You want to find that better you. So these goals are the reason we can wake up in the morning, right? It inspires us. Some of us have some spiritual goals we want to achieve. Some of us may have certain social goals. Some of us have certain physical needs, such as like exercising, losing weight, or certain important elements of health related. And some of us have intellectual goals, like completing a degree or studying Bhagavad Gita and understanding it. So doesn't matter what the goal is. Research, this is a Harvard study, okay? You may say, oh, Harvard students, I must be really smart and everybody must have like a really clear idea of what they want to achieve. So this was a result they did. Only, like, for example, out of the 100% of the population of Harvard students, 83% of them did not have goals. They just didn't have goals. They were just like, yeah, whatever. And then there were 14% they had goals, but it was very vague. These were not goals which were smart goals, as we discussed in the CDC room in Albert Road last week. These were not smart goals. And therefore, they were less successful than those who were 3% only. I mean, Harvard students, only 3% successful, right? They had written goals. And these written goals were smart goals. They went through certain process. So the idea is that We may say they may be very smart, but 84% had no goals. Only 13 had some vague idea, but only 3% had defined, written down goals. It doesn't matter what your goal is. It doesn't matter if it's you trying to find the better you. It doesn't matter if you're trying to get rid of depression and feel more enthusiastic in life. A goal that is well written, that's well planned, and it's a smart goal has the capacity to help you achieve the purpose of your human existence. Now, today we'll be discussing how to achieve your goals consistently. And under the subtopics, we'll be discussing how to align yourself with your environment, how to measure your goals, and then we will do certain exercises that will help you to figure out in a more strategic way how you see your future. So goal setting, okay, this is a very simple definition here. A goal is something you aim for that takes planning and work. This is what's the definition of a goal setting. And short-term goal means a goal that you plan to reach in a short period of time. Like maybe you have your exams coming up and you have to get the exams done. And long-term goal is something like based more bigger career-based goals. A long-term goal is something you need to reach over an extended period of time. The trick is usually long-term goals, we fantasize. We want to achieve something great, but then we don't actually have shorter-term goals that inspires us and is realistic enough to help us achieve what we want to experience through that goal. Because the goal is not the point. The goal is not like, oh, I want to get an MBA degree, but that's not the point. The goal is, what do you want to achieve by getting that MBA degree? What is it that you want to experience? Then all the details can be different, but you're going to achieve that sense of what it means for you to have business skills. Okay. Or in case of you having a spiritual goal, such as, I want to understand myself more. Then a long-term goal is like, oh, have I understood myself? But the shorter term goals could be, you may be taking a Bhagavad Gita session, or maybe you're taking one such session like this coaching, group coaching, which is based on you and your life goals and your desires for an 8-week session. That could be something that's going to help you to become better you. But it doesn't matter the details. It doesn't matter which college you go to. It doesn't matter what city you live in. It doesn't matter what kind of a course exactly you're going to do. But if you have a longer term goal, which is more about you wanting to be somebody, not just you, somebody who wants to do something, that kind of a goal is more inspiring. So the point is this, girls, goal setting is not only about you choosing, oops, sorry, I actually have something in the way, so I need to move it. Can somebody read it, please? I can't.
Goal setting is not only...
Okay.
Please go ahead, Aparna, Miss. Okay.
Go ahead.
Goal setting is not only about choosing the rewards you want to enjoy, but also the costs you're willing to pay. What kind of pain do I want?
Yeah. Thank you. So I would like 2 volunteers to read this one after other. Like 1.1 reads, the other reads. Any of you?
Overcome.
Mataji,
Can
shall
I?
I read?
Yes, start.
Okay. Career goal setting. Overcoming obstacles to goal setting. A set of guidelines. Number 1, goals that belong to someone else.
Goals that exclude total lifestyle concerns.
Goals that fail to take into account one's current job.
Goals that are overly vague.
Preoccupation with instrumental elements of an operational goal.
Goals that are too easy or too difficult.
Inflexible career goals.
Excellent. So you see, these can be obstacles for us to experience success or to experience fulfillment in life. Sometimes we may study certain topics because our friend studied, or somebody else we think is cool did that, and we think, oh, I also want to do that because I want to experience a sense of fulfillment that I think that person is experiencing. Or life goals that exclude total lifestyle concerns. Sometimes we're just thinking, oh, I want to get this job. Why? Because it's going to pay me more. But we are not actually considering all other aspects of life. Are we going to be among right people? Am I going to be among my family and friends that really support me? Or am I just trying to run away from this lifestyle because it's bugging, it's frustrating, and I'm just thinking to jump somewhere? So, these are considerations that helps us. And then it says, what was the other one, the third one? Take into account what it says there. I can't read it. Goals that fail to take into account one's what?
That fail to take into account one's current job.
Okay. Yeah, current job or current situation, right? Sometimes we have like an imaginary goal, and then we are neglecting our current situation. But that kind of goal is not going to help us become better version of ourselves. It's only we are looking for change instead. And then goals that are overly vague. I have that problem. I often set goals that are overly vague, and then I'm frustrated that I didn't achieve it, but it was not very specific. Okay, these are obstacles. And then this is a big one. Preoccupation with instrumental elements of the operational goal, such as I want to live in Kolkata, and I mean, you're all in Kolkata, but let me say, I want to live in New York, and then I want to study in New York. That's an instrumental element of the, it's not the goal. It's just an idea of what it is. Or even I want to study in this particular university, or I want to become this, I want to join this particular hospital. These are not wise goals. These are actually, what does it say? Blocks. These are actually blocks that stop us from achieving real success in career. Because these things, at one point or another in our life, it gets dismantled from our consciousness. And goals that are either too easy or too difficult. When it's too easy, we get bored. I want to say one thing. जिसको लग रहा है कि मैं बहुत फास्टली आई एम स्पीकिंग टू फास्ट, और अगर कुछ समझ में नहीं आ रहा है तो प्लीज रेज योर हैंड. अगर कुछ रिपीट करना है तो मैं रिपीट कर सकती हूँ. दिस इज योर टाइम टू express. Is everybody understanding? Please put your virtual hands up if you're able to understand and cope up with my speed. Okay, great. Thank you. Oof, that's a relief. Because sometimes I have a tendency to be fast, but I don't want to go fast. This is very important for me that I'm coaching all of you. So if I'm going fast, let me know. Anybody? Okay, now put down your hands. Anybody जिसको लग रहा है कि जो मैं बोल रही हूँ आपको समझ में नहीं आ रहा है, যদি আমি খুব ফাস্ট বলছে তাহলে হাতটা একটু উপরে করবেন. if I'm अगर मैं समझ में नहीं आ रहा है तो हाथ उठाइए please. Okay, so not bad. Thank you. So goals that are too easy will make us bored. Follow me, you're raising your hand for both. And then when we set too difficult goals, then we lose enthusiasm in life because it's not happening, and then we feel like, oh, life is boring. So both can be risky. Okay, too difficult, either we can put ourselves through such difficult situations and we break, or things don't happen because it's not dependent on us. Keep looking. We are doing this exercise that will help you understand more on this. And also inflexible career goals. It has to be like this. It has to be this college. It has to be this country. It has to be this particular degree. And then this kind of goal setting also doesn't take us anywhere. So think of a ship. Think of a boat. And this rudder, right? This is called the rudder. I'm not able to point my mouse, but that's the rudder. So a rudder is very important for you. It's like, what do you like doing? Some of you are doing nursing. I'm sure you like helping people. I relate to that because I'm also a helper type in personality type in my nature. So I like professions that like right now, what I'm doing, I'm helping you guys to figure out how to have goals. And I love helping. So it doesn't matter if I help through teaching Bhagavad Gita, or I'm helping you with helping you having better relationships, or I'm helping you to have a better career. But the main rudder is for me to figure out that I love helping. Helping professions suits me. So when you figure that out, it's not just that, oh, I figure out I like helping. And then I think, I want to help by having a religious, or I mean, I want to have a, not religious, academic organization. That's my dream. Actually, I'm revealing to you. My idea is like, I want to have an institute where I have hundreds of students and I'm able to help them find their best nature, do their best career, be successful, find fulfillment, make money, be independent, all that, great things. I love to do that for women. But that's not enough. I need to do my part. It's to also row the boat. In other words, I need to do those small actions. I need to do those small actions, such as holding our meetings right now, or coming to Kolkata all the way, spending 8 hours and end up in the CDC room and do a teaching workshop. So there are smaller efforts that I need to do to get in touch with my nature. So it's not only the rudder is the direction where I'm taking me, what is my nature, what makes me fulfilled, but then there also needs to be efforts that takes me towards the direction. Is that clear? Yeah, you can type in the chat box clear. If it's clear for you, type in the chat box clear. Okay, good. So now you're seeing this SMART goals. This is one of my favorite. When I was stuck in my life, in different areas, spiritually, also in my studies, also in my work related or finance related things, I was so vague about my goals. So this SMART goals extremely reoriented me and made me more realistic about my life. So for those of you who were there in last week session in Kolkata, you know this drill a little bit, but just to mention, SMART stands S is specific, clearly stating your goal, measurable, attainable. Attainable means realistic, something achievable. And R is also relevant or realistic, setting goals relevant to your career or your education. And then time-based. Time-based is having certain time. What's happening? Somebody is trying to get attention. Something is happening on the screen. I don't know what's happening.
Someone's drawing, I think, by mistake.
Oh, okay. So in order to do that, my dear girls, one of the tools that helped me immensely, this is a writing exercise. Take your notebook, write down on your page, what are your distractions right now? And it's like a rose garden. Your life is like a rose garden. And in that rose garden, there are so many weeds. There are so many parts of the plants that are obstructing the growth of this rose plant, which is your life. So I want you to write down, what are the distractions? This has to be something in your hands, okay? Don't say, don't write oh, my parents are my distractions because they're asking me to help them in their kitchen. Not that kind of distraction. It has to be a distraction that's in your control and you can actually eliminate. Such as, one goal can be one of the unnecessary goal, maybe every day checking on social media, some comments, or looking for every hour for comments on social media. It can be an example. Another could be oversleeping. Another could be having complicated needs about eating. Whatever, write down, please. At least come up with 10. And when you're done, put in the chat box, done. I'm also going to do this exercise. YouTube short videos. Okay, 30 seconds to finish this exercise. Good. So, when you edit your life ruthlessly, then the garden of your life flourishes. Sometimes distractions cause us to lose energy and we're not blooming as individuals. And we also realize that it's not actually the roommate or the lecturer or the parents that are an obstacle. It's our own attitude, which needed to be cut and edited for us to grow. So this list is going to be very useful in this next a few sessions, where we're going to decide if you want to keep this dead flower in your life, or you want to do something to change it. Okay, because see, A is the point of laziness. Yeah, I'm doing this exam, I'm doing this thing. There's no inspiration because we don't know the purpose behind which we set that goal. We're just going with the flow. And B can be like being too ambitious. Like one of you was sharing very nicely that in the process of making a career, you lost yourself, right? That was so wise. Sometimes we lose ourselves. So the idea is to kind of be in that mode of sustainability where you're not like too comfortable, but you're putting enough effort. There is enough stretching, but it's not that you're breaking yourself. So that zone where you're able to stretch is where you will find the growth, whether it's spiritual life, whether it means attending spiritual lectures, chanting your rounds, listening to kirtans, visiting holy dham, or it is in your career, having certain goals, learning, not just passing the exam, learning those skills, understanding those, doing more research outside your syllabus to figure out if you're really interested in business. It's not the MBA, which is not going to make you a successful entrepreneur. It's actually a curiosity of how things work in that level that makes you a successful entrepreneur. Okay, I hope I'm making sense. Digest this drawing. Look at yourself. Where are you? Where are you in your career? Where are you in your spiritual life? Where are you when it comes to relationship? Are you jumping from being lazy to being burnt out? Are you jumping from not focusing on improving relationships to being obsessed about relationships? Where are you in spiritual life? Are you too lazy? Are you attending classes regularly to understand what Bhagavad Gita is? Are you chanting every day some connection, some prayer? Are you overdoing it maybe? Where are you? So look at this and figure out your skill. And then when we do the next exercise, I want you to keep this drawing in mind, and we're going to play around that. So goal setting can be not life, then it can be 5 years, it can be yearly, and then there is monthly, weekly, daily, hourly. When you're going to college, etc., then the hourly, daily, weekly gets a little bit easier because you already have classes scheduled and you have your homework, so it's a little bit easier. But when it comes to something deeper that you want to achieve, then you need to think a little bit more on your monthly and yearly level. But daily, you can put, 1 grain, right? If you take a big jar, you start putting 1 grain every day, 1 grain every day, 1 grain every day. Eventually, it's going to get filled up. So if you know your goal on a yearly level or a 10-year level, then it's easier to put those little grains daily or weekly. Like this session is one of those little stones in the box. So you coming up here, showing up, being in time today, it is you trying to show up for your life, that you want to be successful, you want to feel fulfillment, you want to find yourself, you want to become better you. So that's a little rock that you're putting it in that bottle, in that jar. And you just have to keep putting it consistently. Okay. So sometimes you may feel like you're sleeping through life with no idea of what you want to achieve or what life is. So I spoke about the rudders. It's not only you need to know where you're going, but you need to row, baby. You need to row it. You need to put everyday efforts. So I spoke about ruthlessly eliminating your goals. So how to set your goals that you'll actually stick to it by ruthlessly eliminating certain things from your life. I actually saw Ashka doing it. So for those of you wondering who can be your good accountability partner, somebody like Ashka, because I know her a little bit, she is very good at ruthlessly eliminating unnecessary goals from her life. And I always see her like focused. So that's a good habit to have. And then the next thing I want to speak about is stack your goals. I call it stack your goals. I'll explain shortly what it is. And then setting an upper bound as well. Okay. What does it mean, stack your goals? So this is an example, okay? After and before a specific habit, whatever it can be that you want to get rid of, I will, and then you say the new habit. So that's the key to become the new you. So some examples here. Let's say you want to practice meditation or praying or chanting. And then you're like, but how am I going to do it? So the example is, after I brew my morning milk, I mean, you don't brew milk, but okay, after I drink my morning milk, brew is actually coffee. Okay, I drink my morning milk, I will meditate. You see, it's like you already have a schedule. There's something that you do every day, no matter what, like brushing your teeth, for example. You do it every day. And then if you want to add a new habit, attach it with the already existing habit. Then it becomes easy. It's like this little grain of sand that you can put, and then it'll grow. Eventually, like one seed, and then it'll be a beautiful rose garden one day. And if you want to do some push-ups, if you want to do some exercises, then before I take my morning shower, I will do whatever it is, 10 times up and down. I used to do that actually in my bathroom, just sit and like a little, not push up exactly, but like squats, go down, go up, because it really stretches your body in the morning. Just before I brush, I say that because I'm looking forward to brush and I want to do it before. And then also other habits, okay, simple habits, flossing. After I set my toothbrush down, I will floss. Gratitude, before I eat dinner, I will say one thing I'm grateful for. Networking, after I return from lunch, I will sit down with somebody that I want to meet. Things like that, adding that grain. So stacking your goals means having a plan to develop that habit. It's very, very useful. Okay, next is setting upper bounds. Upper bound is Again, that scale from lazy to burnt out, this is to keep you in the middle. Examples. Okay, I need a volunteer to do this. I need 2 volunteers. One to read the upper part and the second to read the lower part.
An individual might say, I want to lose at least 5 pounds this month. An entrepreneur might say, I want to make at least 10 sales calls today. An artist might say, I want to write at least 500 words today. A basketball player might say, I want to make at least 50 free throws today.
But what would it look like if we added an upper bound to our goals and behaviors? I want to lose at least 5 pounds this month, but not more than 10. I want to make at least 10 sales calls today, but not more than 20. I want to write at least 500 words today, but not more than 1500. I want to make at least 50 free throws today, but not more than 100.
I mean, this may sound new to you, but what happens when we set this upper bounds is we keep ourselves in balance. We're not like getting burnt out, not overdoing it. And at the same time, we are also like appreciating that we are staying within limits and we are able to accomplish. Okay, so considering, think of your life. How can you achieve your goals consistently? What could be certain habits? And the next topic is, how can you help yourself to align with the environment? So, okay, this one, let me just read this for why you should keep the bounds thing. Because when you measure your goals, such as I did this much push-ups, you haven't overdone it. So you're not like disgusted with it. So you actually feel stronger and you feel encouraged. And when you track your, say, a reading habit, you read 20 pages, you're not like super tired, like I don't want to see a book anymore for the next 3 days. But then you actually will end up reading more books. And so when you recorded your values and you say, wow, I did this good deed today, and I actually felt really good about it, but I didn't overdo it. I didn't sacrifice my whole piece of cake. I just gave 20% of it. And actually I feel good because my goal was not to give more than 30% or whatever. Okay, this is an example again. So this is very important. I want 3 volunteers to read the 3 of them. I'll read the main thing. Many of the decisions we make, see, I can't read it. Okay, 4 volunteers. First sentence, one person. Go ahead.
Many of the decisions we make in our professional and personal lives are shaped by the options that surround us.
If you sleep with your phone next to your bed, then checking social media and email as soon as you wake up is likely to be the default decision.
If you walk into your living room and your couches and chairs all face the television, then watching television is likely to be the default decision.
If you keep alcohol in your kitchen, then drinking constantly is more likely to be the difficult decision.
I mean, it doesn't have to be alcohol. It can be chocolate, it can be cake, it can be something that you want to avoid. It can be a soft drink. It can be meat if you're trying to give up meat and you are trying to become a vegetarian. It can be anything in the last one. But the idea is, this can even go with, if you want to be successful, you should hang out with successful people. If you just want to have fun, you may hang out with people who are fun, but then at the end, you may feel like a failure in life because they're not focused on goals. Okay. So all these things are very important to consider your environment. Take a look at your environment. Are you in place? Are you putting yourself in situations which is going to put you in trouble? Are you putting yourself in situations which is going to encourage you to do the right thing? Okay. This is consideration. So trusting Krishna, this is the ultimate thing here. put the pen of your life in the hands of Krishna, and he'll make a beautiful story of your life. So praying to Krishna to help us set right goals. Sometimes we are lost, sometimes we don't know what we're doing, but we can pray to Krishna and say, Krishna, I hand over my life to you. You decide what is best for me. Okay. So ready to do the exercise for today? Read this. I need 5 volunteers to read this quickly, loud, and clear.
Specific. Exactly what you want to accomplish, who, what, where, and why.
Measurable. How will you demonstrate and evaluate the extent to which the goal has been met?
Achievable, stretch and challenging goals within ability to achieve outcome. What is the action-oriented verb?
Relevant. How does the goal tie into your key responsibilities? How is it aligned to objectives?
Time bound. Set one or more target dates by when to guide your goal to successful and timely completions, including deadline, date, and frequency.
Okay, thank you. See, for some of you, this may seem like, oh my God, this is so complicated. This is so elaborate. It's so technical. It's not. You can just take a very, very simple goal. Every day I will chant 4 rounds. I'm just saying, or every day I will watch Radha Madhava of Mayapur. Something, it can be very small as well. It doesn't have to be something huge, but it needs to become your part of you, to be able to rely on yourself, that you're doing your best to create the life that you want. Because sometimes we blame others, we blame our partners, we may blame our friends, we may blame neighbors, we may blame parents, we may blame other people in our life, that they are not giving us right opportunities. They're not letting us be whatever. Are we? Or are we being irresponsible in how we are using our time? Because Krishna says, time I am. So utilizing that time in the right way. So what we're going to do now is an exercise. Take your pen and paper. Okay, before you take a pen and paper, before you read this, I should actually stop this before that. Let me just, okay, stop. Everybody look at me. Yeah, I can share it. Tuji Chandra, I can share it. No problem. I'll share with you the PowerPoint. So I want you all to close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Relax your muscles. Relax your neck muscles. Leave away all the stress, all the anxiety, all those fears, the boredom, the confusion, the hankering, the disappointment. Just keep all that away out of this room. And just connect with the Supreme Lord, the sweet little God who has always been there for us, who wants us to achieve success, achieve happiness. But he's also a good father, a good teacher. He also wants us to learn some lessons. Sometimes we are rebellious children. So he just wants us to learn our lessons in a joyful way. What kind of a life would you like to have? And how do you see yourself in the future? You may not know, but he knows. So just for a moment, ask Krishna, who's seated in your heart, the Paramatma, the super soul, who knows what is best for you. Ask Krishna, for the next 3 months, what should be your goal? What is the first thing that comes to your mind? Is it regarding career? Is it regarding your studies? Is it regarding a specific habit that he wants you to focus on? Is it a relationship that you need to focus on? Let Krishna in your decisions. Let him be the chariot driver. Once you do this, you can slowly grab your piece of paper or your book that you have and write down for today just one goal that comes to your mind. The music will keep playing. I want you to open your eyes, come back to this presentation and look at these notes. This is the SMART goals section. I want you to write an answer to each of this in this specific category. What exactly needs to be accomplished? What came up for you during this short meditation? What exactly does Krishna want you to accomplish? Who else will be involved? And where will this take place? And why do you think you should accomplish this goal? How do you think it will help you? So I want you to write the answer to all these questions, each of these questions. Measurable. How will I know I've succeeded? How much change needs to occur? It doesn't have to be a 3-month goal. It can be a week goal. It can be a month goal. But I want you to really like what came up for you right after the meditation. I want you to take that goal. Do this exercise. And I'm giving you, I think 5 minutes is enough. 1 minute for each specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound. And the time starts now. Seven.
Well, the first question in specific is missing.
What exactly needs to be accomplished?
Can't see first question, Mataji.
Sorry?
I think there are 4 in that specific category, and the top one is missing. I mean, it's cut.
It's not visible actually.
Yeah.
And now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you see now?
Yes, yes.
Mataji.
Okay, I'm going to leave it like this. Any questions you can ask?
Mataji, where will this take place? What does it mean?
I mean, like it depends on the goal, but the idea is, let's say if I have a career goal, right? Like, let's say I want to finish studying a specific course, or I want to learn a specific language. Where will this take place could mean I want to learn French in this particular institute by the end of 3rd month or whatever. Let's say my course ends in 1 month. So the specific goal is like, I want to finish learning the basics of French with this friend of mine who's doing the course or whatever. In this institute, I want to pass out with this certificate. So in this place means in that institute, in this case. And in some other case, it can be maybe you want to attend Bhagavad Gita class every day in the temple. So then you would say, specifically, I will attend the Bhagavad Gita class every day in Radha Govinda temple in Albert Road. Okay, so place is the location.
Mataji.
Yes.
Actually, I want to ask something like, as a student, I have spiritual goals also and professional goals also. Like we have to achieve both the side equally. So what should I write? Like I want to attend like every Bhagavad Gita class, and at the same time I want to study at good institute. So we mentioned both the professional and the spiritual goals.
Do both. Do both, but for this exercise, do one now, right now. And
Okay,
after
ma'am.
today's session, you do the other one also. Both are very important.
Okay.
In the next session, we will be speaking more about time management, and then we will see how to balance those two. But in today's session, I will say you should work on both.
Okay, ma'am.
Mataji, I have a question actually that I was not thinking of that goal which I thought when I was meditating, and now I should write this which came up into my mind while I was meditating.
Yes, today in the exercise, you should write what came up in your mind. The other ones that you have to do, you will do it after today's session. By next week, you will do other things also.
Okay, Mataji, thank you.
And be honest. When it comes to the relevant section, it says, is it worthwhile goal for me right now? You have to be honest and say, is it worthwhile? And that question, am I willing to commit to achieving this goal? That again refers to that pain that we are willing to go through. I hope you're on the last one, time bound, because the time is running out.
Mataji, last question of the measurable section, which is how many accomplishments or actions will it take? Uh, I didn't
Yes.
understand that.
For example, to say, okay, I was able to accomplish this goal. Like mine is like, within 3 months, I want to organize a specific seminars in Kolkata. So for me, how many accomplished actions means it would be every week creating quality sessions and connections, and I have to visit Kolkata at least twice a month and create contacts which are A, B, and C. So that means that many accomplishment it will take me to achieve the final goal. Actions. Is it clear?
It is, but I can't find in my.
Okay, tell me what's your goal? What's the...
I was not thinking of achieving this goal within 3 months, but while meditating, it come up in my mind. I want to see myself wearing tulsi, so becoming a vegetarian.
Okay, how many accomplishment it takes or actions means, for example, right now, if you are eating meat, say 4 times a week, then accomplishment would be to reduce it, say once a week. I'm just giving an example. It can be whatever, twice a week or whatever. So it will take you, accomplishments means for the next 2 weeks or 3 weeks, instead of eating it 8 or 10 times, you will eat only vegetarian food. Instead of eating meat or fish or eggs or whatever for 8 times, you will have accomplished skipping it for 6 times or whatever, how many ever times. Okay, so accomplishment means something you are able to say, oh, today I didn't eat meat. Okay, that's done. Next day I didn't eat. So you can be realistic and measure how many days you were able to reduce. In your case, that would be actions to take. You can plan more vegetarian food. You can do so many things to accomplish that.
Okay, Mataji.
And you can, really, you can do so many things. You can watch videos. I want to watch 3 vegetarian dishes videos every week. I want to go and eat in Govinda restaurant twice a week, so that, I'll only eat vegetarian if I go there. So things like that, different achievements, accomplishments. Or you can even say, I will join some cooking class, vegetarian cooking class, like that. Okay, it can be so many. You can come up with 100 ideas. So everybody done? Please raise your hand if you need more time. Preeti, you need more time. Is that more time?
Mataji, I was raising my hand, but I am done.
Great. So that's excellent. So now we are going to do something special. What we're going to do is, I'm going to assign you to a partner. I'm going to give you See, this session is going to be for 1.5 hours. That's the idea. So I'm going to put you in groups. Groups, actually, should I do groups or should I do couples? No, I'm going to put you with one partner, one person. You're going to get one person. And you're going to share what you just worked on. Just read it, okay? Don't take too much time. I'm going to give you 4 minutes. You have 4 minutes. Each of you 4 minutes. So that's 8 minutes. So you have 8 minutes to work on this. And then you're going to come back to the room. How many of us are here? Ready? Any questions? So you will get a message there. Join your group. You will be assigned to a specific breakout. Say join, and you just click on join, and then it will take you to your place, and you will be 2 of you. You can turn on the video if you like. You can do this. Okay? Any questions?
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hello.
Hare Krishna. So I'm going to assign you, and you're going to your meeting rooms. Okay? You have 8 minutes, and see you back in 8 minutes. You can join and go to your breakout rooms. Welcome, welcome, divine souls. Welcome back to our session. Oh my God, I found it so energizing to share my plan. I hope you also found it. So we'll take 2 minutes to just go. Ruma, thank you so much. I couldn't thank you, and then we came back into this room. Ruma, please, apni amake personally message korben WhatsApp pe, and then we'll keep in touch. Okay, Jai. So how many of you found it inspiring? So write me in the chat box. Me, right in the chat box. Me. Okay, I also want to write it. Okay. Only two of us? Okay, Ashka, yes. Okay, okay, slowly everybody. Jai. Yeah, it's inspiring, right? It's inspiring when we tell our goal. And okay, now we're gonna like take just 2-3 minutes to summarize this discussion. What I want to share is when I shared my goal, I was like, I didn't expect. Ruma was my room partner, and she was like, "Can I also be part of it?" And I'm like, "Oh my God, this is so sweet. Krishna is so amazing." So my goal was like, I'm setting up an NGO for women, and in Kolkata location. Go figure why. Because I want to share Krishna consciousness with different kinds of women, and I want to help also poor girls to give them training, education, and I want to collect funds on a bigger level so I can do this charity work much more strongly. And then Ruma was like, I would like to be part of it. And I'm like, you see, that's the magic. When we set goals, then Krishna will help us to find like-minded people to do the mission that we have. And when we think beyond us, when we think beyond me, and I'm thinking of doing something like a society service, then Krishna says, don't worry, I will empower you. Okay. So yes, for those of you who are interested in this, I want to do this NGO for women. I'm already in the process of it. And so let me know if you would like to be volunteers, join. Let's do something. Yeah, Jai, I already got 2 more of you interested. That's excellent. I will find an auspicious astrological date to form a WhatsApp group where we can discuss, we can meet in Kolkata, we can do these things. Thank you. Okay, anybody else wants to share? What happened to you? Were you inspired? What's your next step? This is my question. What's your next step?
As a officer, so
Sananda, can you repeat? Can't hear. Can you repeat?
Now can you hear me?
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Yeah, I'm a student. I'm a professor actually. So it was inspiring to have a chit chat with her. But we ran out of time actually. We just didn't discuss the time bound part.
That's okay. Thank you. Thank you for sharing.
Can I share?
Yeah, Sananda, what's your next step?
My next step is to achieve the goals that I've already shared with Sutappa Mataji. So I will start it from tomorrow.
Jai, that's the spirit. Rajeshri, go ahead.
I have, as I said, that I have goals that I want to do something for the society. I like to help, actually. So when I just closed my eyes, first thing came to me, I need inner calmness first. Everything is within me. I can do everything, but I need inner peace first. And my action points are, I do practice meditation. Where I lack consistency. I'll start again meditation from today, and I won't lack consistency. I'll have my own schedule, and first and foremost thing will be my meditation. Now, the positive part is once I set up this pro forma strategized, how will I do that within my mind? Immediately, I'm getting the confidence. Yes, it's me who will be able to do whatever I want. And immediately I got your ideas of NGO that immediately struck to me. I just wanted something. I was hunting for it. Thank you so much. Thank you, Krishna, and thank you so much.
Sorry, so the NGO idea came to you before I shared or after? That you felt like
Actually,
it was an answer?
I was hunting for such kind of things where I'll be able to help people, not only by providing money only, but I have taken courses of mental health, how to treat people of mental health. I want to serve that also, because I think providing money, it's okay, but somewhere when we are lacking self-confidence, we are unhealed person, we are mental problem rather, because I was unhealed person, I myself, I'm telling you. So I am healed. I have taken lots of courses for that, and currently I'm taking yours, and I have seen persons suffering in front of me. So I really want to help them, and I wanted to attach myself with NGO. And immediately you said that you have an idea. It's amazing. Somewhere struck, God is there. Actually, it's amazing. Thank you so much. Accept my gratitude. Accept my honest, heartful gratitude, Mataji. Nothing else I have to say.
It's beautiful.
I'm there with you. I'm there. Please take me.
It's beautiful when we see that when we see the service spirit, when we want to serve the larger society. It's beautiful.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
one more share, and then we're going to close for today. But I think I should make this announcement before. So next week, we're going to be discussing time management, how we can maximize time and how we can balance our spiritual life with our goals, our duties, our responsibilities, our ambitions. And so any questions you have in that regard, I would suggest you journal. You journal your time management issues, you journal your goals, setting issues, and come with certain questions, because the next session is going to be exploring your situation and exploring your questions, okay? Because I want you to be the best version of you. I want you to use your time in the best way possible. So do this little homework, and you can also talk to each other in this group. I think those of you who worked, especially, you're going to be, if you liked working with them, you can be buddies. Okay, like you can keep communicating and telling whether you accomplished your goals or not. Because this 8-week session, you will be given homework from next week to report to your partner, buddy, whatever you want to call it, the time. How are you managing time? So that's going to be from next week. So connect with the person, and I am so happy for all of you. Okay. Anybody else wants to give a closing word? Somebody wants to say something in closing today?
Ma'am, I just want to say one thing. I just want to share one thing. Before that class, I was very confused that every time I wake up in the morning, and I just try to find out the reason of my waking up, and I couldn't find any. But today, after this session, I find a reason. When you just said that about the NGO, I just think one thing, that I have to keep myself right, so that right means healthy and mentally strong also, so that I can help so many people. At least I want to live for them.
Yes, it's a beautiful purpose to have, to be of service. Because sometimes we think, oh, I'm sad, I'm depressed, but there are people who are dying, people who have no knowledge, they don't know Krishna, they don't know God, they don't know anything. So our purpose should be to help them. That's beautiful. I am so proud of all of you who have that vision.
Mataji, I have a question. How will I understand that whatever goal I have set, it's in the sattvic mood, but not in the mood of passion?
Oh, that's an excellent question. So basically, there are 4 factors. I'm going to type it also as I'm saying it. So number 1, ask yourself, is there resentment? Is there fear in that goal? Is it because of fear you're setting that goal? And is that goal selfish? Is it just because of something you want to accomplish for your own pleasure? And last but not least, is there dishonesty? Meaning, is it something you really want? Are you doing it for somebody else? Are you honest about the goal? So if you can say resentment, no. Fear, no. Selfishness, no. Dishonesty, no. It's in the mode of sattva guna. It's pleasing Krishna. But if any of this four, if I say resentment, no. Fear, no. Selfishness, no. Dishonesty, yes. I'm not selfish, but I'm dishonest because I want to do this because my dad wants me to do it. It's not something I really want. I'm being dishonest. I'm telling you I want. So you have to check your intentions, motivations. This is one way. Okay, this is one way. Another way is also if we are like I spoke about the pain. If we are more interested in the pleasures of it, it's also kind of rajas, because in the beginning we're thinking of great things, and then in the end it's going to be painful. But if in the beginning itself we know the pain, you know what it means to go and help women, people, they will have so many problems. There'll be so many issues, and we have to be patient. We have to be there, give them our time, our energy, patience, teach them Gita, teach them mental health. We have to do a lot of things. So being ready for the pain first is in the mode of sattva guna. I mean, I'm giving my example, but in your case, it could be an accomplishment which is necessary for your growth. Okay, and are you willing to work hard? Are you willing to sleep that 2 hours less? Are you willing to go through that pain? Okay, so it's sattva guna to have some austerity, something to give up. Aparna, you have something I can see.
Yes, Mataji. I have a question. It's like when we study and do certain thing, like in a professional way, we fear like, is it worth doing it or spending my whole time in it? Is it worth? Like we don't know the future of it, but sometimes we fear if it's successful or not. After doing all this, we fear a lot. Like I fear a lot, and this just breaking out me in pieces. Like, is it worth spending my time in this certain thing and all?
Excellent question, Aparna, and that's next week topic. I can't answer this with 1 minute. I have slides, I have quotes to prove to you how to determine if it's worth your time. That's next week's session. And these sessions are planned systematically to change the setting of the brain, how the brain works. We will be changing the wiring, and we will become more ready to achieve this purpose of our life and use our time wisely. So stay tuned, and next week we will get into that. Okay, so everybody, thank you very much, and I'm proud of you for the work you did today. Keep it going, and see you next week. Hare Krishna.
Thank
Hare
you.
Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare